What's going on, guys? It is Tony from Lone Wolf Paintball, and today we are talking the brand new Shocker era, a first look and a shooting video at the end. So I'm not going to keep you guys waiting any longer. We do have the brand new Shocker era here in the studio, and we're going to talk a little bit about it. I think I'm going to take it off this stand and we're going to go stem to stern and kind of cover all the features, what's new, what's not, and we'll go from there. First things first, taking it off the stand, we're talking the barrel. Freak 2.0 barrel. It is now the 15-inch instead of the previous 14-inch. It does have the All-American tip on there. We're going to unscrew that barrel. You guys can see there's new texture as well compared to the previous model. This one is obviously the 2.0 that comes stock on this gun out of the box. And then here, you guys can kind of see, if you guys haven't checked them out before, you've got the, obviously the new designed insert, which is the same 8-inch insert, but right on the actual back of the barrel, it's got the XL milled right on into there. So a nice little upgrade coming with that 15-inch Freak 2.0. We're going to screw that bad boy back on just to show you the texture, which is also another big upgrade on this Shocker era of the barrel. Is going to match up near the front grip area. It's going to match the eye covers. It's going to match the lever on the actual feed neck, and it's gonna have that textured look on the back cap. We'll talk about that here in a minute, though. Brand new back cap they have on there. We're going to talk about the grips then. Since we covered the barrel already, let's talk about the front grip. They made it a little bit fatter. Some of the guys out there, the previous model, which is the Amp, they said the grip was a little bit too skinny, so they kind of fattened that up along with the actual grip frame as well. They do have new grips, but they also made the actual grip frame a little bit fatter too. Once again, some of the guys out there, it's a little bit too skinny, so they kind of listened to the players and made that happen. So we'll bring down the feed neck. Still seems to be the same, still has the thumb wheel lock, just a little bit different texture on the actual lever like I just talked about there. So flip that back on over. The frame still looks to be just about the same, but when we do get into this area, the trigger, you will notice there's definitely a difference in the trigger. It's definitely a lot lighter. It actually has like kind of like the double hump, as some of you guys want to call it out there, compared to the previous model. So this trigger feels absolutely wonderful, very light, very smooth. And like I said, at the end of this video, we're going to take this stuff outside, this bad boy, and we're going to shoot it. So down to the actual nitty gritty, which sadly I can't show you guys, the bolt. This is going to be the biggest difference with reliability and efficiency. It does have a new guide. It does have a new actual bolt itself. It's got a new spool, and it also has the brand new back cap too. So the back cap here, it's still the quarter turn system. So I'm not gonna show you guys. That's about all I'm going to show you there with the new, obviously the new back cap here, the quarter turn system still in tune. You guys are gonna have to wait till World Cup so I can actually pull the whole thing out and show you that stuff. So the body is one of the biggest things to me as well with the new era. It's a nice, sleek, simplistic design. I think they kept it this way for a lot of you guys out there that actually want to re-anodize this or get it laser engraved. Speaking of that, it's going to be easier for you guys to actually disassemble this since there is no Loctite involved. So they didn't Loctite any body plugs. So when you guys go to take this apart to get it re-anode, you don't have to worry about that pesky Loctite keeping it down and you're stripping out any screws. So what I will say is that the mech frames are going to be coming soon. And I will also say, speaking of frames, I'm going to drop that bad boy right now. Let's grab your 1/8-inch Allen wrench, and it's one recessed screw in here now, so it's not going to be digging into your hands. If you want to zoom in on that, take a look there, grab your 1/8 inch. We're going to drop the frame. While I do that, I will talk more about kind of like that Loctite process. Between the actual frame and the ASA, they are using now double O-ringed post. So once again, no Loctite. So I'll show you here in just a second. So between frame, ASA, double O-ring post there, frame to the actual body of the marker, once again, a nice double O-ring post. And that's going to also kind of go into the better flow dynamics of this marker as well. So if you guys are using this thing at a high rate of fire, it does have better flow, which you will notice right in here. So up through the solenoid and into the front. So kind of the air tube is very similar to the Shocker amp, but they definitely made some upgrades there. And even with the I-wire retention system too. So when your actual frame plugs into the body, the electronics on here, they kind of upgraded, so it's going to have a better board connection while you guys are trying to read paint, stuff like that. Speaking of the actual paint itself, I wish I could pull this bolt out right now. Like I said, you guys are going to wait till World Cup. Paint has gotten a lot smaller, so this is going to minimize the ball rollback with this new bolt design. Like I said, I really wish I could pull it out, but since paint's small, it rolls back into the breech a little bit more, compared to the bigger paint, the True 68. So they've definitely upgraded that, so you guys can, once again, the reliability is going to be a lot better. So toolless solenoid for your mech frame, like I said, which is going to be coming soon. So this is all completely toolless here. Flip the lever down, you can change it out within seconds. And then we'll talk one more time about that sleek back cap. So it's not as fat as the previous Shocker amp. So you guys can actually, when you get behind this bad boy, you get a better field of vision down, downrange per se. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to throw this frame back on, and I think we're going to take this bad boy outside and shoot it. They are ready for pre-order right now. The price point is $994.95, and they are going to be shipping mid-November. So without further ado, I'm going to get this one screw back on in there, and we are going to take this bad boy outside and shoot it. So I will see you guys there. All right, guys, as promised, I am outside on a beautiful Michigan day. We've got the brand new Shocker ERA. We're going to run a couple hoppers through this bad boy and see how it performs. And stay tuned. Down the road, we're going to do a full efficiency test on this thing too. So let's get it turned on and let her rip. That trigger, it is so smooth. I like what they did stock out of the box with this bad boy. I like it a lot. All right, it's beeping at me. That means it's time to reload. So let's run another hopper through this bad boy. And I have to talk about the sound signature real quick. Very, very quiet. I think that bolt upgrade that they did has definitely worked in their favor. This thing is shooting extremely smooth. Very, very nice. And you guys already know where to pre-order them. Right now, it's SlowMoPaintball.com.